We are always interested here on 207 on getting a read on new releases in music and video. From Bull Moose, Chris Brown and Mick Workhoven to guide us through what is new as always. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you here. Today, no video, just 4 music releases. And let's start with a big one from U2, Chris. This is kind of a look back at a lot of this band's great work over 4 decades. The album is called Songs of Surrender, and it comes in a variety of different formats, right?
Yeah, which is typical, but you have to get the deluxe one if you want all 40 songs. So, you know, this was like the Edge's COVID project was, let's re-record a bunch of our mostly hits.
Right.
It's a beautiful day. Let it get away. It's a beautiful day.
It feels to me like they're trying to find a new emotional center, like for these songs, so it's not just like a live album or unplugged. It's kind of like what are these 60-whatever-year-old guys think about, you know, the stuff that they wrote.
So it's going to give fans perhaps a new perspective, which is, of course, what fans always want with their favorite bands, is the familiar but maybe seen in a slightly different way.
That's it. They're not trying to sound like 19 anymore.
Well, let's move on to a new album from Cake. It's called Prolonging the Magic. This is a reissue, right, Mick?
This is a reissue, yep. So Cake is sort of like one of the kings of 90s and aughts alternative rock, and you would know them by their sound because the singer doesn't sing. He talks. The master of the sing-talk style, super unique voice, but absolutely incredible.
As soon as you're born, you start dying. So you might as well have a good time. Oh, no.
And Cake, by the way, is going to be playing at Thompson's Point later this summer, and I'm very happy to say I got tickets. I beat Ticketmaster on that one. I set my alarm. So 90s kids everywhere will be able to relive what it was like to be, well, not 1909, I guess in my case, but so it's
coming to Portland and a new album. I mean, life is good for the Cake fans. Let's move on to a couple of new jazz releases. Herbie Hancock with a release called Empyrean Isles, and Sam Rivers with Fuchsia Swing Song. What do we got with these 2 LPs, Chris?
One of the draws for these albums are that they are all analog, which means that the sound was never digitized and run through a computer and then reconverted back to something you can hear. And a lot of people say they can hear the difference.
A lot of people say there's a richer sound.
Yeah. People who like the sound of old records love the way these turn out.
And this isn't just for older people. This is what a lot of young people want too, is the sound that you get from vinyl and that more classic original sound. So this is
close. It's kind of like a souped up version.
Right up their alley.
To it. Yeah.
We started our conversation by talking about U2, a band that everybody knows. We will end it with a band called 100 gecs, which hardly anybody knows, but you are a fan, Mick. The release is from 100 gecs, and it's called 10,000 gecs.
10,000 gecs, yeah. They are a pair of absolute maniacs who love to make noise. And I say that with like love and respect and with no shortage of admiration. They have auto-tuned, you know, up to decibels unheard of, but it's like so fun, and it's like you can tell that they love what they do.
Okay, maniacs who love to make noise. There's the description. 5 new albums that we've talked about. Thank you both for coming in. As always, we got the full list of those records on our website and app in the 207 section, and we're going to be back in just a moment.